Hello traders, this is TPS. Our last video is about important indicators and its application. This is continuation of the last video. So we cannot cover in one video all about secrets of CPR. So that I'm planning to give in part wise. This is the part one. So under this heading, we are going to cover the following topics like introduction, types of CPR, types of CPR based on current day and previous day. Finally, what is the probable indication? What are all the important key points we have to remember before proceeding the trading? Okay, we'll see one by one. Central pivot range, that is called CPR. It means there is a central pivot, top there is a range and bottom there is a range. So central pivot range. This is the way the name came. So here I classified the CPR into two types. One is a thin CPR, other one is a thick CPR. Thin CPR in the sense from the central pivot, top range and bottom range is not having any distance. It's nearer. It's like a thick. It's like a thin. So this thin CPR is having a character that is it can easily break by the candles, and second one is thick CPR. It means from the central pivot, top range and bottom range is having a huge gap. This thick CPR character is it cannot break that easily by candles. More thicker is more difficult to break. The sense more gap from the central pivot to top range and bottom range is more difficult to break by the candle. Here we can see how thin CPR lacked. You see, there is a bearish trend. From here, it reaches to the CPR level, and the candles are tested the CPR level, and there is a retracement happened here. Once the completion of retracement, there are two scenarios is possible. One is already we know it, candles can easily break the thin CPR. That is what happened. The trend got continued. Scenario number two, after the retracement, the candles may take this thin CPR as a support and trend may reverse. It may go upside. This is the way how thin CPR used to behave. We'll see now thick CPR. See here from the center pivot, top range and bottom range is having a huge gap. Now there is a bullish trend. It broken a bottom CPR and it went till the central pivot, but it cannot go to till the top range, and it cannot break the top range. So it took the retracement at the level of central pivot and came back. This not happened one time, it happened again one more time. So again it went till that central pivot, not in the position to break the entire CPR level. So this is the strength of thick CPR. This is a difference between thin CPR and thick CPR. What is the next one? Tested and untested CPR. What is the tested and untested CPR? In the sense, The candles are tested all the range of central pivot range is called tested CPR. Untested CPR, it means from the day starting to till the end of the day, no candles are tested the CPR levels. That is called untested CPR. So, what is the strength of this untested CPR? We'll see. So here I have marked there are 4 days. Okay, that day one is untested CPR, day two, day three, day four are tested CPR. See that how the untested CPR behaved at the fourth day. Day two, the candles are not even tested the day one untested CPR, and day three, the candles are not tested the day one untested CPR. At the fourth day, opening itself, the candles are tested the untested CPR. Once the candles are tested the untested CPR, see the market, there is a huge rally, the huge trending day we got. This is the power of untested CPR. We'll see one more example. Here I have marked day 1, 2 and 3. Here we got day 1 is also untested and day 3 is also untested. Okay, what happened? This day 1 untested CPR is tested by day 2 at the end of the market. So end of the market it got tested, so it started reversed. Very next day when the market opened, entire full candle is tested the day one untested CPR as well. The candles are got breakout the untested CPR. Once after breakout happened, see that how the market have behaved. You got a huge bullish rally. The point is around 761 points. We got it. So this is the strength of untested CPR. So we saw so far thin CPR, thick CPR, tested CPR, untested CPR, how it used to behave. We'll see next. The types of CPR based on current day and previous day. I'm categorizing here. There are 9 types of CPR based on current day and previous day. Number 1, above CPR. See here I marked current CPR and previous CPR. Current day CPR is above the previous day CPR is called above CPR. Okay, and current day CPR is below the previous day CPR is called below CPR. In CPR, in the sense, current day CPR is between the previous day top range and bottom range is called in CPR. And current day CPR top range and bottom range is out of the previous day CPR is called out CPR. And fifth one is current day top range CPR overlap with previous day top range CPR. Sorry. Uh, Current day bottom range CPR overlap with the previous day top range CPR is called above overlap, and current day top CPR overlap with previous day, bottom CPR is called below overlap CPR. All the three CPR levels are matching in the same line is called similar CPR, and current day CPR having a gap up is called gap up CPR. Current day CPR is having gap up, gap down compared to previous CPR is called gap down CPR. These are all the nine different variety of CPR based on the current day and the previous day. Now we'll see that what is the probable indication if those kind of CPR got formed in the chart. First we'll see above CPR. This is probable indication for bullish trending. Below CPR is probable indication for bearish trending. Gap up CPR is probable indication for bullish trending. Gap down CPR is probable indication for bearish trending. In CPR is probable indication for bullish or bearish trending. Out CPR is probable indication for sideway market or small trending. Likewise, similar CPR, above overlap CPR, below overlap CPR are indication for sideway market or small trending. Now we'll see there are nine important key points before proceeding any trade. Always remember, dear traders, in a live market, there is no guarantee rule for the same trending. This is just a high probability message. For example, in a chart, you are watching above CPR. So as per the concept, the day should be fully trending, correct? But there is no guarantee. So it should go only bullish. Anything may happen in the market. Point number two, market behavior is really depending on the formation of thin or thick CPR. Point number three, the size of thick CPR does major contribution in the favor of sideways trend. Point number four, from the CPR level, the distance of previous day high, low, resistance and support are also a matter of market behavior. Fifth point, to take an entry, we should mark strong resistance and strong support from the CPR level. Sixth point is very important. Entry must be taken from the nearer of strong resistance or support zone. The same way, above or below the weak resistance or support zone, we have to take the entry. Whenever there is a breakout. So what I would like to say here in the sense, before enter into the market, we should mark where the strong resistance, where the strong support, whether the resistance is weak or the resistance is the support is weak. So in that place, if there is a breakout, then you have to take entry in that particular place. Seventh point, multiple confirmation is always gains more confident approach towards the entry. And point number eight, more than the fixing target, we have to mark a right stop loss before enter into the market. And finally, above all, we need have a great mind control to till pick a winning probability or high probability trade. Traders, I hope you, you may got bit idea about what is CPR, how many types of CPRs are available, how the CPR used to behave. So if you like the video and you feel that video is bit knowledgeable, kindly subscribe and share it. My next video, I'm planning to cover types of CPR approach and what kind of rules we have to follow to approach with that CPR. So thanks for watching my video. Kindly like, subscribe and share my video to make others knowledgeable. Thanks once again.